Well, welcome back. It's still the Arts TV Breakfast Show, and on the sit down today we have an award-winning filmmaker. I am extremely impressed. Why so? It's not everybody that gets to win an award on your first try. You know, a number of us, it's a normal thing in the world for people to learn along the path, grow with it. But then when you pick up an award at your first try, then the expectations, the bar is actually set very, very high. Well, let's see how high that bar can be, how much further higher he can push that bar. We've got Asurf Oluseyi in the house. It's great to have you, sir. I watched that AMVCA live, and I remember you going to pick up the award for your first short film. Wow. That was great. What was the moment like for you?
I couldn't define it. It was, you know, even before the award night, I was rehearsing shoot. You were expected to pick it.
Okay, maybe let's start from the nomination. Exactly. When you were nominated, how was it?
It wasn't far from what we were expecting, because before then, A Day with Death got 10 international selection.
What's the title again?
A Day with Death.
A Day with Death. Yeah.
Wow. Got 10 international selection. So, and it was screened. The first African-related festival was in London. Okay. So AMVCA was the first in Nigeria that was submitted, because it was my first, and after watching it, I didn't even put it public, because every time I watch it, I always feel I can do better.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
You know, when you watch some things that you do and you see some errors and you feel if you had paid much attention to this. But a lot of my friends were saying, this is very good, submit it for the AMVCA. I said, okay, let's give it a try.
All right.
And we got the nomination. I'm like, okay, it looks like it wasn't that bad.
Wow. So what was it like working on your first project as a director and a producer? What was it like? Was it very stressful?
Before then, I've done a lot of comedy skits, big concert both in Nigeria and the UK. So I wanted to go into real movie field. And when people call you and say, okay, I want you to direct my film, and they go, which film? Have you directed any movie before? And I go, no, but I think I can do it. Wow. And I said, no. So some will come, and some that knows that I can do it will come, and the budget wasn't so good to the quality of the kind of work that I would love to pull out. So I just talked to my friends and my team that I think it would be good for us to do something that we won't have much influence on, and we can use it as a statement to any potential candidate that want to work on us on a film level. So we went for A Day with. So I started scouting for stories, and I saw A Day with Death, and I reached out to the writer that I would love to do this. It wasn't written by a Nigerian, so I had to adapt and change a lot of things. And we tried it, put all our stuff on it. It was shot in 2014, and it was my first. There are lots of things that you think you can do, like you can imagine you can do, but when you get on set, it hits you that no, it wasn't as easy as you thought. We shot in 2 days, from morning to night, in one village like that.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, it was a beautiful experience.
Okay, you were also on the project of not just
not married.
Just not married, pardon me. And you mentioned budgeting is a great determinant for your movie. But the director of Just Not Married mentioned something. The producer also. She said that filmmaking has come to the level where you actually adapt to the budget, adapt to the situation. So you can actually go to a particular location and you'll be like, okay, you know what, this is not what I want, but I can make it happen.
Yeah, to some extent.
Okay.
To some extent. For me, because of my workflow, there's a certain quality that I can't beat now. I can do less than currently. Okay. So to do every good film, it costs a lot of money. A lot of there's some things that you can't really you can beat around. If you shoot with a Canon 7D, it's a Canon 7D. You won't compare it to a Red. You will try a lot in post-production to make it look like, but it can never be a Red picture. You won't even have much of the feature that you have shooting with a Red picture, like accessing the metadata of the file and all. You won't be able to do that. And to use a Red camera is a lot of money compared to a Canon. So it's the producer that decides, okay, this is the budget that we have. Can we do something good with this? But you have to have it in mind that you can't get more than what you are putting on the film. For a low budget, I always run. I was supposed to shoot my first feature last year. I couldn't do it because of funding.
Wow.
But this year I have to say to myself that, you know what, whichever way we have to rough it.
Do it anyway.
Doing a lot of things to do like a crowdfunding campaign, which will be launched next week. Wow. Just to change the face and also disturb most of my friends. By the way, I might probably be coming to you. Support and donate for our first feature. Yeah.
You take our cameras.
Okay.
All right.
You can call in and talk to Asurf. The numbers calling on are 08091 222283 4, 5, and 6. All right. So you're talking about the feature length. What are the plans? Do you already have the title?
Yeah. HAKKUNDE.
Oh, that's very cool. You know, normally
HAKKUNDE.
that's actually moving away from a norm of a particular type of movies that they just shoot the movie, and then when they're about to release the movie, they look for what's trending. And then now use it as the title. So I have a number of friends who have acted in movies that they were done with the shooting and they even paid them and they don't know the title. And then when they come out, they just see 5 new titles. Like, okay. Okay, that's our movie. All right. But then you already have a title and all of that. What does it say about the movie that doesn't have a title until after post-production?
Because filmmaking is a process, yeah, and every moment needs to be defined. Okay, what inspired the story? Number one, what inspired the story? Okay, what scenery are you looking at? What environment are you looking at? What exactly are you portraying with the movie? HAKKUNDE is a story about a Yoruba and Hausa culture. And HAKKUNDE in Yoruba is a name, HAKKUNDE. That's A-K-A-N-D-E.
Yeah, what does it mean?
HAKKUNDE, what should I say?
And we don't understand that either.
HAKKUNDE.
What's the translation of the name?
HAKKUNDE, like Akinde, I think. Like a soldier has arrived or something like that.
So
but it's a very
basically
strong name in Yoruba. But the title is HAKKUNDE. That's HAKKUNDE. HAKKUNDE. So it's the pronunciation of the Hausa guy. Okay. You know, when they have their own accent. And in Hausa, HAKKUNDE means in between. Wow. So HAKKUNDE story is the story of a young graduate, a job seeker that is boxed in between what he needs and what he wants. So it blends into the storyline and the title, and it sounds kind of African.
Yeah, it is very African.
Yeah. So what are the plans? What are the plans you have for on what camera you plan to shoot on? What's the plan for the setting and you know, what are the plans that you have that you can reveal for now on that story? In case somebody out there might just want to be interested in that story.
And then the cast you plans.
Yeah, have you already?
Yeah, we
already selected. So no audition.
Okay.
There's some extras. We're doing audition for extras.
Okay, so what can you tell us about the movie as per the quality of cameras you're using and where you are planning to shoot? You know, the setting and all of that.
I'm a believer of use what you have to get what you want.
Okay.
But from my last short film, which was my second Hell or High Water, which will be premiering on Sunday, I learned there are a lot of things that I can explore using some of these high-end cameras. If you can afford it, yeah, get it. For HAKKUNDE, because there's no budget yet, I'll probably be using what I have. But if I have the power to choose, I'll go with a RED or any camera that can do RAW, so I can play. I'm an editor, so I can explore in post. I'm shooting in Lagos and Kano or Kaduna. Wow. So I have a strong feel it's going to be very beautiful. So scenery-wise, yeah, it's going to be cinematic. Because this is my first feature on solo, I'm so keen about how it looks. I'm really, really passionate about it. And I'm looking forward to it.
Do you have a producer?
I have a producer. It will be produced by Judith Howdun.
Nice.
Because Judith is an awesome producer. She's an awesome producer. We've worked together on several projects. And I can trust that aspect to Judith. I'm collaborating with some of my friends as well. It's really written by Tommy Adeshino and Gifty Mafidon. I have my friend Nadine Ibrahim as assistant director. I have Uche Udo also on the project as head of production. I have a lot of ladies on the project and few guys as well.
Of cast. Is there anything you can tell us about the cast?
I would have loved to keep meat on that, but we have this. I can at least let go. We have Mama Buki Ajayi.
Nice. That's really
by the way,
great.
I saw her at the AMVCA. I've always wanted to use her in my film.
Okay.
When I saw her on the wheelchair, I felt like a failure. Like, oh. I'm like, no, because I saw the wheelchair just beside me. I didn't know she was the one.
Okay.
And I'm like, no. I need to shoot my film.
So when did you meet her?
I met her like a month ago, and I was telling her about the moment. She said, so I need money, yes, ma. And you saw people standing, Abby, money, yes, ma, was standing, and she was just crying. And we told her, this is my first feature. I also won an award. She said, yeah. I said, so mommy, we don't really have much budget, but it will be a pleasure to have you on the film. I said, okay, what do you have? And we talked, and she said, okay, yeah. And she's done. Then we have some amazing blend of talented actors. We tried to unveil in the process of the film from the pre-production, because we'll be doing some online push for it. So
when are you expected to start?
We're starting next week. By Monday,
shooting.
we're dropping. No, we're shooting July 25.
Okay.
Because I'm shooting for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
Because I'm shooting in Lagos and outside Lagos. So 1 week in Lagos and 1 week in Kaduna.
So any plans to stick with filming, or you would still like to?
I'm in already.
Big already.
I still do what I do. I still do my corporate documentaries and entertainment videos, but I'm more in now than
into
before.
filmmaking.
I try to. I'm losing parts in the other field currently. It's because I'm just putting my direction in this.
Okay, and they are not all like intertwined. Maybe you do a documentary and it seems like a movie. There's no mixture one way or the other. They're all distinct.
No, as an editor, because as an editor you're not boxed. You can edit anything put in your line. It's just style. As long as you can get the style and the principle right, you edit. So, from me being an editor, then a cinematographer and editor, I can easily. The only field that I know I'm not so strong is the musical video. I would never be part. I support some of my friends and my family that does it. Mostly around Musa and Director Q, because we're very close. But I don't see myself doing musical videos.
Why do you think you can't? Okay, can you differentiate?
Music video is about style.
Style?
Yeah.
Can you expatiate? What do you mean by that?
I studied film online, basically, not from a film school. And you know, when you study, it's like you going to a medical school. Yeah. And you learn the trade. Okay, so there's some rules that guides filmmaking that you can breach. In musical video, there's no rule. Everything is style. You can actually see your lights in your shot. You can go out of focus and come back focus. In musical video, it's style. Someone, I can be sitting here and just still on the same spot and my clothes is changing. I'll probably be here and you just cut again, the same place, but something is not right in my movie.
The way you talk about it, you already have an idea what it's about.
Jump in the movie. That's a jump cut.
Okay.
And so I tried it. My first attempt, it looks boring. The video, even me watching it, I know, no, this is not a musical video.
Okay.
Because I tried to follow some guides and it wasn't just working. Okay. And it takes a lot too to create. And I don't see myself really. I'll do well in the other field, but music
I like
video.
That. But I think I like that. It's a case of not everybody wants to try to be a jack of all trades and feel that you can be a master of all. It's about focus. Yeah. You know. Okay, so moving forward, let's the advent of young and new filmmakers has really, pushed Nollywood to new frontiers. How far do you think what you do and other younger directors, how far do you think what you do can take Nollywood much further? Because I would personally say that we still have a long way to go. I'm not talking about even compared with Hollywood. I'm talking about even in the African scene. I think that there are still some other film industries that I would say I'll put ahead of us. But then how much do you think you guys can do in pushing Nollywood to new frontiers?
One thing that you can't write off is the fact that our filmmakers are trying. In fact, I've always wanted to stick with the documentary, corporate videos, and entertainment videos until I started seeing some body of work that you can say, okay, you can associate to and say this is a Nigerian film, and I'm a filmmaker from Nigeria. So you can't deny the fact that our guys are doing fantastically well. Like, look at CEO, look at all that amazing feature that's been released. In fact, those are the kind of films that even inspire young ones like us to want to join. I would say, like, from a young filmmaker perspective, I would say we are very lucky with technology. So we have a lot of things to explore. To do well. So picture-wise, we're doing well, but I think the major problem that we have now is storytelling. We get so excited about technology lately and lose that storytelling aspect.
Ability.
Hopefully, with time, we'll catch up.
I'll just differ with you a bit. I would say, okay, we're doing well, but I won't say fantastically. Because, do you know why I would say so? Because I think that, first of all, we'll just run up with this. I personally think that when it comes to criticism, receiving or taking criticism, we have a problem there. Because a filmmaker goes, you say anything against him, and if oh God, you're hating on me, man.
In addition, you remember your argument about the series. Remember your argument about series. But that's another.
Okay.
That's another level.
How do we get in touch with you? Social media. How do people get in touch with you in case they want to be a part of what you do?
Okay. On Instagram, I am Asurf, IAMSURF. On Twitter, Asurf100. On Facebook, Asurf Oluseyi. On all, you can just type Asurf Oluseyi.
Okay, just round up the premiere on Sunday, right?
On Sunday,
yeah,
Hello,
just
I
give us a few
will
details.
premiere on Sunday. That
Venue?
I collaborated with Tyres. It's at Genesis Deluxe Cinema, Lekki the Palms.
Lekki and Palms. Okay, what time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. on
Red
Sunday.
carpet.
On Sunday.
Oh, great one, great
Nice,
one, great
awesome.
one. We'll look forward to it. Thank you very much for being a part of the
It's
show.
a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Looking forward to HAKKUNDE.
HAKKUNDE.
I mean, I hear his idea and he's talking about
Outside.
HAKKUNDE. All right, it's been a great show. Thank you very much for being a part of the show. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye-bye.